The concept of miracles has been a subject of intense debate for centuries, and one of the most famous skeptics, David Hume, a Scottish philosopher and atheist, argued that miracles are impossible. In 1748, Hume published an essay titled Of Miracles, where he stated that a miracle, by definition, is a violation of the laws of nature, making it implausible or even impossible. Hume began his argument by stating that the only evidence for miracles comes from eyewitness testimonies. But Hume quickly dismissed these accounts, saying that no testimony is sufficient to establish a miracle. He claimed that those who reported miracles were either deceived or trying to deceive others. In other words, he believed that the likelihood of someone lying was greater than the possibility of a miracle happening. But Hume's argument has some flaws. First, he fails to account for the rarity of extraordinary events. Hume assumes that the absence of miracles in our daily experiences should be used as proof against them. But consider this: winning the lottery is a rare event, yet it happens regularly. Just because something is unlikely doesn't mean it's impossible. The same applies to miracles. Even if they are rare or unusual, it doesn't mean they can be dismissed outright. Second, Hume disregards the possibility that God, the creator of natural law, has the power to intervene and supersede those laws. A miracle doesn't break the law of nature. It adds a supernatural element to it. Just like gravity exists, but if someone intervenes and stops an object from falling, they don't violate gravity. They add an action that alters its course. In the same way, a miracle adds a divine dimension to the natural world without violating the natural laws. Hume also overlooks the personal experiences of those who have witnessed miracles. Imagine someone who has been blind from birth and suddenly regains their sight. No matter how much evidence you present, you cannot convince this person that their experience was imaginary. The testimony of someone who has witnessed a miracle is compelling. Take the story of a king of Siam who was told by Dutch traders that rivers could freeze in cold weather. The king, having never seen it himself, dismissed it as a lie. He couldn't believe it, but the traders knew it to be true. Just because the king hadn't experienced it didn't make the truth any less real. This illustrates that personal experience doesn't always equate to universal truth. When it comes to the question of whether miracles happen, we have the testimonies of thousands of Christians around the world who have experienced God's miraculous power. There are accounts from modern-day miracles that have been verified, just as there are testimonies from history, whether it's healing, deliverance, or restoration. Can all these testimonies be wrong? The sheer volume of evidence demands that we consider miracles as a real possibility. Hume's arguments might dismiss miracles, but the evidence of miracles is undeniable. Take the crossing of the Red Sea by the Israelites. Some skeptics argue that it wasn't a miracle, but simply a shallow part of the sea. But if that were the case, then it becomes an even greater miracle. God drowned an entire army in just 1 foot of water. Ultimately, rejecting the possibility of miracles would require an even greater miracle, one that would erase the testimonies of those who have witnessed them, making them believe they never happened. It would be a miracle that convinces blind people that they have always seen, or sick people that their illness was only in their minds. Miracles, like the faith they inspire, are beyond our understanding, but they remain part of our human experience. Whether we witness them or not, they continue to shape our understanding of a world where the natural and the supernatural can coexist. What do you believe about miracles? Are they simply coincidences, or do they point to a higher power at work? If this video helped you reflect on the possibility of miracles, like, subscribe, and share it with others. Let's continue to explore the mysteries of faith together.